This used to be me, guessing prompts, or letting ChatGPT spit out mush, and then the images weren't anything close to what I had in my head. Now I click Luxury Add, and this app turns me into an AI cinematographer. Camera, lens, film stock, lighting, effects. Then I can generate multi-angle coverage as if I was on a film set. Now Higgs field is impressive, and the results can be great, but it's much more limited when it comes to camera and lens choice, and it doesn't let you choose lighting setups and things like that. So what do? I built my own tool, and I packed it with lots of options. Hundreds of options. And I hit a new problem. People said, "This is great, but I'm not a cinematographer, James. Where do I start?" So V2 fixes that. First, presets. Built-in, custom, and shareable. Second, multi-character scenes without losing consistency. Third, proper control, image-to-image, style transfer, and prompt editing. In a minute, I'm going to show you my exact workflow from zero to a locked scene, and then how I add a second, third, and fourth character without breaking the look. And yes, I've added a stack of new lighting setups for UGC and product shots, more film looks, and new bad camera modes like iPhone Pro and Doorbell Cam. So number one, presets. We go here, we're going to put in our action prompt, our environment prompt, then we hit this button presets. We've got many presets to choose from. We're going to scroll down and I'm going to use luxury ads. Now click that one and you'll see that it's automatically chosen camera body, film type, lighting. But we've got other presets as well, so let's go spaghetti western. You see it's changed the angle and the lighting there, for example. But it's not training wheels. We can actually change any of these things if we want. So let's change the angle. Let's change the camera to a Sony Venice camera, for example. Those things can all be changed, and if we like that prompt, we can save that as a preset of our own just by going here and saving. And then we can actually share it by going to the folder and actually copying that and pasting it and sharing it and sending it off. So we've got this ability to create our own presets as well. Now for this ad, I want to create an ad, so let's go luxury ads again. And the great thing is you'll see it hasn't changed our actual subject or environment prompt, it just changes the settings. So now we'll generate our image and we get a really fantastic result, and it has that really luxury look to it, a very high-end photoshopped image. But it's not our product, so why don't we add our own product to it here in the element tool. We'll choose object and select the Chanel No. 5 perfume, and let's generate that again. And look at that result. Now that is pro, and the bottle looks exactly like the Chanel bottle with the text. Looks fantastic. Now here's when V2 gets spicy. We're going to add multiple characters to a scene. So for this one, let's just quickly choose a preset. We'll go with Technicolor. That gives us that kind of grease lightning musical look. We're going to leave our prompt for a minute. We'll just choose our characters first. So I'm going to just add them here in the element tool. Number 1, number 2, and then we're going to add a third. And then we should add a fourth. Now Gemini really only copes with up to 4 people, so that's why it's limited to that. In subject, let's just make it really simple. A group of friends, basically dancing and singing. And we've got our prompt and it's ready to go. Let's generate that image. And there's the result. And it looks great. It's got that old look and it has the characters in costume. Just feels really good. But now one of the things a lot of people ask me though is that how do they get the multi-character prompt to work over in Gemini? Because you're not locked in on this program. You can copy the prompt and move it elsewhere. So here's how you do that. You just go and change first of all the prompt, because Gemini, unlike my app, does need you to specify character 1, 2, 3, and 4 in order for it to work nicely. So we'll just do that there. And then you'll see it's reflected in our final prompt. We just click to copy it. And then we're going to just go into Gemini Chat, make sure we're in Create Image, and paste that prompt in. Now, what we also notice is it's saying there it wants image 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we would have to copy the images, rename them all, and then drag them all into the app, into Gemini. But actually here we've made it super easy for you. Go to Assets, that creates a new folder and renames all the element images for you so they match up with the prompt. All you have to do is select all of them, drag them over and drop them into the chat, or make sure you're in Pro, and then hit the submit button. And there's your result. And we've done that in Gemini Chat without having to use the API. Alright, so number 3, image to image and style transfer. So we're going to start off by going to global reference and importing an image. And we're going to go with this pink outfit here. We're not going to put anything else in. We're just going to remove the actual angle because we want it to be the image that we've got already. We're going to remove that prompt, and what we're going to do is just put in here the instructions of what we want it to do. So make the pink outfit blue. We just go ahead and hit generate. And the result is very impressive. You can see there that it is exactly the same outfit, the same position, and we compare it. Look at that. It's edited that image perfectly. Well, how do we make use of this? What can we do? Well, rather than use that as the global reference again, why don't we put it in as the outfit? And then we can choose our model. We'll just add a quick prompt in and a new preset. So let's go with something like a drama. Crime drama will be good. A new prompt there, just say she's on a bus and generate. And she's there wearing the outfit. We've got the orange and teal lighting and the outfit looks perfect. So let's clear that up. And what we could do is we can use global reference to edit the image we already have. So we'll click this button to recycle it. That goes down into global reference again. And then we can just change our prompt, and we're going to leave the prompt empty and just change lighting. And this will leave the original image intact, but change just that one element of it. And there you go. So we've got neon lighting now on that. We can then also click something like a close-up and create a brand new angle of this exact scene and character. And you can see how well it's done at that. It's really kept the character intact. We can, of course, add in the character image as well when we redo that and have it so that it's reflected. But let's just say we want to do something else with this prompt and we want to edit the final prompt. Now we can do that. Click edit, go in here and just change a few bits. So let's make it an anime image. Well, you know, this is for, strictly speaking, this is for realistic images, but we can change the prompt, so why not? We'll type in anime, generate the image, and okay, it's not the best anime looking image in the world, but it definitely has cartoonized our image. Now onto the bonus section. How do we get this out of here and used elsewhere? So right now, the Nano Banana Pro Prompt Builder does not do video natively. It's in the roadmap, so it's just building the frame images. So what we do is we take it over to Kling, and we can use the 2.5 model for things where we don't need dialogue. And we put in our prompt, our image, and then we can generate. If we want to have audio in there, I would recommend changing to the 2.6 model, and that will have the character then talk.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Here's another example, and we'll just pop in a quick prompt.
You really should subscribe to Prompt Geek.
That's fantastic advice, thank you very much. If you want real cinematic control over your AI generations without the guardrails, then Nano Banana Pro Prompt Builder V2 is the workflow for you. It's the workflow I wish existed, which is why I built it in the first place. The link is in the description and the pinned comment down below. You can learn more about that in this video here. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Nano Banana Pro Prompt Builder with Runway's brand new Gen 4.5 image to video model to get the most lifelike video I've ever seen out of an AI model.